Good morning, the league. So yeah, sorry for the Monday recap being a little late this week, but you know what? Got the day off, had some husbandly duties to do, which means I had to drive the wife to work because we got some bad weather coming. And I drove her to work in the truck so I can make sure she gets to work safe and she gets home safe today, because I'm a loving and caring husband. Also, because she has some gals come over tonight for some Mary Kay stuff. And you know what? I'm going to do some stuff around the house today. Kind of surprise her a bit. That way when she comes home, she'll be like, oh my gosh, my husband's wonderful. And then I'm going to go in the bedroom with the dogs when the gals are over, with my Yeti cooler and my Busch Light. I'm going to be left alone and just watch Monday Night Football and drink my Busch Light beer. That's the plan. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all really don't care about my daily itinerary. You want to get to something more important. Like, what happened this Sunday? What happened in this week of fantasy football? Well, I'll tell you what happened. A vulture happened. That's what happened. James Devlin, you're an a-hole. I'm just letting you know. If you ever come across this YouTube, I want you to know you're an a-hole. That should have been Sony Michelle's, but you robbed it, you took it, you stole it, you took something that wasn't yours, and that's stealing. And you know who I'm also mad at? James Devlin, still. I mean, James White's mad, Josh Gordon's mad, Tom Brady's mad. I'm okay Julian Edelman to get a touchdown. He's an a-hole too, because I'm facing him. And Vince, you know what? I know that Antonio Brown trade, we made fun of you. And then you're like, ha ha ha, look, Julian Edelman got one more point than Antonio Brown. You know what? It doesn't matter, because if you didn't have that trade come through, you wouldn't have Kenyon Drake. And you wouldn't have started Kenyon Drake. You would have started one of the other running backs who scored more than Kenyon Drake. So you actually lost points. Ha ha ha! So yeah, I win that. I'm going to claim it, victory. Let's see what happens. I don't know. But let's get to the Monday recap. Let's go ahead and get to the games that are already done and over with. They're final. So let's get to them.
You finished?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
All right, the games are final. Monday night doesn't matter. Well, the first one is Co-Pro Day Day. Day Day, second win of the year. Good job, Co-Pro. Sorry, man, that sucks. You are now, what, 2-8? Yeah, so you and Day Day right there in the bracket that shall not be named. So that stinks. Another game that's not even close and it's over. Yeah, of course. Matt Dixon, game of the week. It was game of the week. Man, it came down to the very end there on Sunday. The afternoon games, the Rams-Seattle game. But yeah, crazy. Matt, you win. Congratulations. Dixon, you lose. So if we see like something in the news like Florida man does something crazy, we know you didn't take that loss well. But it's okay, man. You're still in the hunt for the playoffs, so it's cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the fantasy juggernauts this week.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut!
Fantasy juggernaut. So far, we only got one. We only got one. And that game belongs to you, Stu. Good job, sir. It's because you got Antonio Brown on your team. Gosh, Vince, look what you did. You created a monster. So yeah, besides Stu trying to take advantage of everyone trade-wise this week, I'm pretty sure he's contacted every single person with a decent running back. But I'm glad he didn't do it because David Johnson went off. So I really doubt Stu's going to be in the running back game. Unless you want to trade me David Johnson, Stu. I'll be okay with it. But, all right, so 149 to 123, you beat Mo. Mo! Oh, you were in first place. Now you may not be in first place in our division. We'll see. It depends on me, but we'll get to that in a minute. That's the only fantasy juggernaut we got this week. Just one. The rest of y'all didn't score enough. Me and we got some others that still could be a fantasy juggernaut. We just have to wait and see what happens with Monday Night Football. But let's go ahead and get to the games that are too close to call.
I see that from your tight pants. Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
First game's too close. We got Lovick. His team's done. No players left, and he's facing Rod. But Rod has Saquon Barkley left. And I'm pretty sure he only needs, like, what, 27 points? Let me look right here. Yeah, 27 points for Saquon Barkley, which is possible. So Lovick's going to be shaking his boots while he watches Monday Night Football tonight. He's going to hope everything goes to Odell, which I do too. And then our next closest game, it's Sam and Adam. They're both at 85 apiece. Sam's barely in the lead by like 0.66 points. And let's see here. Adam has Evan Ingram left, but Sam has the 49ers defense left. I have no idea how this is going to play out because, Evan Ingram get a touchdown, or the 49ers get a defensive touchdown because it's Eli freaking Manning, and he's been stinking this year. So, and then our last game that's really close to call. Can't call it because of Zach Ertz, baby.
Wentz on first down. Fakes, looks, fires, complete. Touchdown! Zach Ertz.
Well, we've seen this before. What an outstanding job on the release by Zach Ertz and getting into that lane on the seam. And Carson Wentz, when he takes the ball back, Merrill, he looks left, tries to hold that safety in the middle or the linebacker, and just throws a strike as his number one target backs into the end zone.
2:08 remaining here in the third.
Oh, man. Vince, I was watching on the app on my phone, and then I was like, oh, man, the Eagles had to punch the Giants. It's over. I'm down like 10 points. Dang, it stinks. And then all of a sudden I rolled over to kind of check everyone else's scores, just being curious. And then look what I found. I found out that the Eagles actually got the ball back with under a minute left. And all they did was pass it to Zach Ertz. Every time. It's like they're like, no, we know the game's probably over. But we got to do this for Brad. And they did. And Zach Ertz with 145 freaking receiving yards. Oh, God bless that man. He's my hero. If we ever have a child, I'll probably name my firstborn after Zach Ertz. I might have to now. So, all right. So there we go. It's 119 to 119. I am barely ahead. Like I got 0.52 over your 0.14, Vince. But you got George Kittle tonight. And I got Odell Beckham Jr. Anything can happen. So game's not over yet. I'm not going to celebrate victory because it's anything can happen. George Kittle go off for 20 points. He's done it before. He's pretty good, solid tight end. I wish you would have started. I don't know. I wish it would have been Evan Ingram versus OBJ. I'd be a lot more confident, but I'm not. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, those are the games that are too close to call. I think I went through everyone. Let me recheck. I did. If I didn't, then I meant it, and your teams don't matter. So there's your Monday recap. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay warm. And James Devlin, you're an a-hole. And I won a championship 2014. Never forget, Matt, trash talking this morning. Where's my Monday recap? I beat Brad last week. But do you have one of these? No, you don't. Got him! Got him!